Welcome back, guys, to week 3 of Believing is Seeing. Now, I have a choice for Mr. Devante. Mr. Devante, do you think you're gonna choose the right choice?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
All right, so here's what we got. We have a small present, right? Small, looks kind of, interesting. And then we have a big present. Now, it is your choice which present you want to open. Do you want to open the super small one or the super big one?
I want to open the super big one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure.
I mean, are you sure you know what's best?
Yes, this one is clearly better.
I would recommend this one, but if you're sure, okay,
pretty sure.
he's sure. So all right, so if you wanna open it up,
Okay.
let's see what's in the present.
Oh! Diapers!
Yeah, so you said you were sure about opening this one when I was trying to lead you to opening this one. And if you would have been open to hearing my thought, you would have got the better gift.
Oh.
But sometimes that's a lot like in our walk with God. We're sure about something so much because we think we know more, and turns out it's a load of diapers. But we're gonna learn more about that in our Bible lesson. But first, we're gonna move to our power verse.
Hey kids, it's time for our faith verse.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're doing 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. And I love this verse a lot. Miss Danielle and I have some moves for it, and I'm confident that you guys can just follow along with us as we do it. So first things first, I need you guys to stand up. Stand up
Yep,
on your
come
feet.
on,
stand up,
stand
stand
up.
up, stand up. All right, so repeat after me with Miss Danielle. For we live by believing
by believing
and not
and not
by seeing.
by seeing.
2 Corinthians
2 Corinthians
5:7.
5:7.
Good job, good job. I think we do it one more time, even louder.
Yeah.
So let's do it. Repeat after me with Miss Danielle. For we live by believing
by believing
and not
and not
by seeing.
by seeing.
Woo, amazing
Wow.
job.
That was really good. I feel like they were really loud too.
Yes, I felt it. Felt it through the screen. All right, great job, guys. And that was our faith verse. Woo!
Hey everybody, I'm Carrington.
And I'm Dash.
And this is
Challenge accepted.
Welcome back everybody. It is so good to be back with you.
What if it's their first time watching us, though? Maybe we shouldn't say welcome back. Maybe we should say something more broad, like, hi there.
Sure thing. Hi there everybody. It's so
Okay, no. Scratch that. I think I like what you said better the first time.
good. Okay. Welcome back everybody.
Nah, the more I think about it, the more that I kind of just think that if we said
I'll tell you what. How about you say whatever you feel is best?
That's a great idea. Welcome back, everybody. It is so good to be back with you. See, that sounded a ton better.
That's exactly what I said. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Today we have an amazing show planned for you. Do you want to read the challenge card?
Sure thing. Today's challenge is called Secret Sauce. For this challenge, 3 stacks of pancakes will be covered before you. Each stack will have a different topping. One stack's topping will be bad, one will be good, and one will be the best. You must eat a bite of whichever stack you uncover.
This sounds amazing. I love pancakes.
Yeah, but what kind of toppings are we talking about?
Who cares? 2 of the toppings are good.
Well, one is good and one is the best.
I wonder what the best option tastes like.
I think we should find out.
Secret sauce?
Challenge accepted.
This smells so good. I can smell those sweet, fluffy pancakes.
But what if you get one of the nasty flavored ones?
It's still pancakes.
Whatever you say. For this round, the good option is maple syrup. The best option is cookie dough and sprinkles, and the worst option is mud.
Mud? Are you kidding? Mud. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Have you ever seen our show? Imagine your worst possible fear and double it.
I don't want to do this.
Too late, you already signed the waiver.
Well, I unsign it.
I don't think you can unsign. Okay, you're up first.
I don't want to eat mud pancakes.
Mud is only one of the options.
Yeah, but I want the cookie dough one. I want the best option possible.
You gotta pick.
Okay,
You gotta pick the best one.
This one.
Okay.
No! I don't want to eat mud! You know what? I got this. It's just mud. It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. It's not even that bad.
I can't believe you're gonna do this.
You know what? It's not even that bad. 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 It's not.
Do it.
That was literally the worst thing I've ever eaten! All right, round 2. I'm gonna read off what we have in front of us. Our good option is applesauce. Our best option is whipped cream and sprinkles. And our bad option is crickets.
Crickets?
You're gonna have to eat crickets. I know it.
All right, I'm just gonna go for it.
Crickets, 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 crickets.
Yeah!
Are you kidding me?
I got the best option. I'm enjoying this.
I have to eat mud on my pancakes, and you get whipped cream and sprinkles?
Yes, sir. It's time for another round. For this round, the good option is peanut butter. The best option is ice cream. And the bad option is worms.
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 Are you kidding me? One of these has worms underneath it? I don't want worms. I want ice cream.
Well, you gotta pick what's best then.
This is so hard.
Didn't you say you could eat anything as long as there was a pancake underneath it?
But I don't want the bad option. I want the best option.
In today's Bible story, you're going to hear about a girl named Esther and how God knew what was best for her and for all of his people.
Okay, I'm ready to pick. The best option is
Best.
this one. No! You're gonna have to do this show without me. I quit.
Welcome to today's Faith Fact, which is God knows what is best. And that's true. God knows what is best. And sometimes we don't always want to listen to him, but he does know best, and his way is the best way. So let's repeat it after me. Say, God knows what is best. All right, let's say it again, but can we do it in a deep voice? Ready? God knows what is best. Awesome, and that was our faith fact.
What's up, Brightmoor kids? Today's Bible story will be in the book of Esther. In the story of Esther, we learn about a young woman who trusted God's plan even when she couldn't see the full picture. Esther was a Jewish girl who became queen in a foreign land, not knowing why God had placed her in such a position. The king of Persia, King Xerxes, had a man named Haman who plotted to destroy all the Jewish people in the kingdom. When Esther learned of this, her cousin Mordecai reminded her of something important. Who knows if perhaps you were made queen for such a time as this? At first, Esther hesitated because to go before the king without being summoned could mean death. But she chose to trust in God's plan even in the face of fear. She asked the Jewish people to pray and fast for her, and then, trusting God, she went before the king. When the king saw her, he welcomed her, and through her courage, God used her to save the Jewish people. Esther didn't know why she was made queen, but God knew, and he used her at just the right time. This story reminds us that we may not always understand the situations we're in, but we can trust that God is with us and he has a purpose for our lives. Just like Esther, we can trust that God is working behind the scenes, guiding us even when we can't see it. We may face challenges, but God is faithful and he will equip us for whatever he calls us to do. Remember, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7 tells us, "For we live by believing and not by seeing." Even when we don't see the full picture, we trust that God is working everything out for our good.
God's plan is always bigger than our understanding. Esther didn't know why she was made queen, but God did. Just like Esther, we often don't know why we find ourselves in certain situations. We might feel confused or uncertain, but we can trust that God knows what He's doing and that His plans are always better than ours. In Esther 4, verse 14, Mordecai reminded Esther that perhaps she was in a position for such a time as this, meaning that God had placed her in a specific role to accomplish something important. Even when we don't see the bigger picture, we can trust God's plan.
God can use anyone to make a difference. See, Esther wasn't a powerful warrior or a famous ruler. She was just a young girl who trusted God. But God used her to save an entire nation of people. When we step out in faith and trust God, He can use us to do amazing things. No matter our age, status, or abilities, Esther trusted that God had placed her in the right place at the right time. And because of that faith, the Jewish people were saved. Just like Esther, God can use us to bring change in our world as long as we trust Him and follow His guidance.
Trusting God brings peace and courage. See, Esther was afraid to approach the king because it was against the law to come to him uninvited. Yet, she stepped out in courage because she trusted that God would protect her and guide her actions. Esther didn't face this challenge alone. She asked the Jewish people to pray and fast with her, showing the importance of turning to God for strength and wisdom. Just like Esther, we can face our challenges with courage, knowing that God is with us every step of the way. When we trust God, He gives us the peace and courage to do what seems like the impossible, just like He did for Esther.
And we're back. We convinced Dash to join us for one final round.
If there is mud, or something that crawls in the mud under here, I am out.
Okay. For this round, your good option is normal butter. Your best option is fruit, and your bad option is hot sauce.
There's a fruit option? I love fruit.
Then just pick the right one, and it's yours.
You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. It's this one.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Please don't be hot sauce. The best option is always the best option.
Well, that kind of goes without saying. And the great thing is that God always knows what's best for us. When you allow God to lead you, He'll always choose what's best for you.
Hey, that kind of reminds me of today's Bible story.
It's exactly like it. God knew the best way to save the lives of His people was for Esther to become queen. Just like God was working behind the scenes to do what was best for Esther and the Jewish people, God works on our behalf, guiding and directing us.
Does God ever choose the bad option for us?
No, God always knows what's best. He sees all and knows all and loves us with all His heart. Just like your parents know you and love you and want what's best for you, God does too.
If there's one thing to remember today, it's this. God knows what's best.
This week, our challenge to you is to read the story of Esther and list all the ways God was moving behind the scenes to do what was best for His people.
You know, these hot sauce pancakes aren't the worst thing ever. The hot sauce, yes they are. They're really hot.
Well, we'll see you next week here at
Challenge accepted. They're so hot.
So, as we're wrapping up, literally, Miss Winnie,
Yes.
I have a choice for you.
Okay.
I have two gifts for you to open.
2 gifts. Okay.
I have a smaller gift,
Right.
and then I have a larger gift that looks super cool. Which one do you want to open?
Ooh, it looks super cool.
It looks super cool.
I think I want the larger one. The larger one sounds like the right choice to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you sure you want the larger one?
I think there's a scooter in there, and I love a scooter.
Well,
Yeah.
you're sure? You sure you want the larger
It
one?
sounds like it's gonna have a scooter in it, so I feel like that's why I would want it. Probably a scooter of my favorite color. Like, I think the scooter also has sparkles. Like,
Are you sure?
No! Don't
Huh?
do the big gift. He
What?
knows what's best.
Who knows what's best?
He knows what's
And
best.
I think you should open this one
You
up.
should open
You
this
think I
one.
should choose this one?
I do think you should
Instead
choose
of
one.
the scooter?
Yes.
The box?
Yes.
The other bigger box?
Yes.
It doesn't have a scooter, does it?
You trust me.
Okay. All right. What would be in here?
It's better than my hypothetical scooter, but I like a
A
scooter.
new car. And you can buy your very own scooter.
Wow.
So you see what happens when Mr. Devante taught the lesson to Miss Monique about how God knows best.
God
This
knows
week,
best.
anytime, anything you pray about, know that God knows best. And we'll see you next week.